Coming up on Nickelodeon, it's Captain's ARGH, followed by The Brady Bunch.
Ahoy there, Anthony the Captain here. Welcome to our edition of Captain's ARGH. Well, as promised, we're going to be doing some of these challenges. They're U.S. Heavyweight, Cruiserweight, and Tag Team. We're going to be starting things off with Cruiserweight. And you got to unlock Billy Kidman's the unlockable. Tag Team is Ming the Barbarian, and U.S. is Kurt Hennig. So, without further ado, let's jump into this right here, right now. Right here, right now. Boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum. Championship. Yeah, Billy Kidman, that's his shadow. And this is Kurt Hennig. And that's the Faces of Fear's Ming and the Barbarian. Let's go on Nitro. Yeah, because they're rather they're cruiserweights, you gotta select a certain. Let's see which cruiserweight. It's 5s.
Disco fever, disco fever, disco fever, yeah, 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 yeah. Disco fever, disco fever.
Ron Mysterio Jr. Dino Machino, or Stinko Malenko, as the Circle will call him. There's a toss-up between Rey Mysterio and Ultimo Dragon. That's which one I want to go for. I'm going with Ultimo. Yes, Ultimo it is. Okay. I guess I got to win a series of matches to get the go to the Cruiserweight champion. In this case, it's Billy Kidman of Raven's Flock. It was such an honor meeting Ultimo Dragon on 2 separate occasions, one at WrestleCade and one at an AML show. In fact, I got his Ultimo mask right. I got 3 Ultimo Dragon masks at different venues. One is a gold one signed by Ultimo Dragon himself. Another one is a pro mask, the top tier pro mask. It was expensive, but it was all worth it because he was my favorite. Ultimo was my favorite. That's always been my favorite growing up. Him and Rey Mysterio. And I was so fortunate to see him in action on a couple of separate occasions. I'm in trouble. Oh. Still too early. Too fresh. Too fresh. This guy's destroying me. Let's try Chris Jericho. I love him being a crybaby. I feel like commercial, you ruined everything, stop the camera! And crying about it, the Cruiserweight dog, him being lost. This thing is fast, it gets me! I think it's a million times better than that Sami Zayn conspiracy victim. Because Chris Jericho's actually crying and whining. Everything is mine! And you're so much right of it! Get to scruff against Chris Benoit. Who could ever forget the best of 7 series between him and Booker T? That's the 7 Series over at WCW is a whole lot better than the one that they tried to recreate in WWE. Extra curricular activities and all. There's no doubt in my mind that nWo was one of the greatest submission specialists of all time. All 1004 is going back to his Demon Malenko, claiming that he has a list of 1004 holds.
Come on, baby!
Driven suplex. Reversal. Not even a 2 here. Doze line. close on the doze line, but because it puts you to sleep. That's a lame way. That's a lame way to end a match. Okay. Wonder who's next. The Wonderkind. Alex Wright. Mr. Saturday Night Fever. I wonder what he's up to these days. Last time I checked, Alex Wright had a school in Germany. Oh, so I'm guessing it's like a gauntlet where I gotta face all the different superstars in my weight class or something like that. It's not really a gauntlet, but you get the idea.
What do you know?
I guess became a wrestling fan, WCW or otherwise, at the perfect time, because this is right around the storyline with Chris Jericho, his feud against Dean Malenko, and the conspiracy victim storyline. Chris Jericho being crybaby and all. I think it's worse than the regular Boston Crab. That's just me. I think it hurts just as I think it hurts worse, but that's just me. Just about how it looks. Guessing I gotta defeat everybody on the in my weight class. I'm not sure how it works. is my first time playing this. I have no clue what I'm getting myself into or anything like that. Whoop. Center of the ring, nowhere to go. Escape. Center of the ring, nowhere to go. See if we can get out of this one. Number 10. Ha ha ha! It's over. Let's see that. It needs to refill. Lodi. Of Raven's flock. Like I said, I met him. See ya. I'm starting to feel like a little kid back in the late 90s playing this game. I can see why this game is so addictive and why it's one of the greatest wrestling video games of all time. Release German suplex. Like I said, I was in 5th grade when by the time I started watching wrestling. Heading into middle school. I'll never forget those memories. Those good memories will live on with me forever. And I'm proud of that. Log. Oh, Hoover Two Coronas running. Who's he gonna attack? Oh, he's gonna attack. He's gonna attack me. I think I'm bleeding. Yep. Bleeding all over the place. Got him. Jericho wins. Even though he's donned the proverbial crimson mask, he's playing like a stuffed pig. Let's see what's next. Disco Inferno.
Disco Fever.
Man, I sure wish they had the actual theme music for these games, for these WCW superstars. Am I gonna have to edit them in? But like I said, all that matters is the gameplay. This gameplay is so addictive, it's not even funny. This is the best WCW game I've ever played. If only PlayStation games were like this. If only Arcade Corporation could have kept their deal with PlayStation after the success of WCW versus the World. I find WCW versus the World more like a prototype of what's to come in the series. But I don't understand at all why they had to make a deal exclusively in the later titles. That they had to make a deal exclusively with the N64. I was real disappointed when I heard about the release of the game and it was only released exclusively for the N64. Yeah, it's a real disappointment. It's just one of those things. It's off, but you get the idea. We get what he's trying to go for. Yeah, you see me play on WCW versus the World. You can see how it was practically like a prototype of what's to come in the series. How it feels like a prototype of what's to come in the Arcade Corporation series. Why? But instead, we got to go with it. What was it called? Inland Productions? Is what the name of the company is? The company behind the games WCW Nitro, WCW, nWo, Thunder. Watching WCW during this time period just hits differently. Man, I feel bad for you kids to have to deal with all the yeeting and and everything. It just hit differently back then. WCW and WWE, or back then it was WWF. Ultimo Dragon. Like I said, such an honor meeting him. Someone is like a gauntlet. Goodbye. Goodbye. Speaking of this time period in WCW and all, I remember when, I think I might have told the story before, but for the record, we were in PE, I was in PE, this kid, while we were getting orientated and tried to, pass all sorts of, go through these different like physicals or tests and everything, like eye charts and everything. I'm trying to get signed up. It was within the first few days of class, the first few days of school, me in the 6th grade, and me watching WCW during that time period. It was there was this kid. He was doing this all day during PE. And we had there was 6 different gym coaches orientating everybody all at once. And this whole time, and all our different classes were there the whole time. It was 6 different coaches all in one class, all teaching each teaching a different group of kids. This one kid in another group he was with, Tiger Suplex. There was this kid, he kept howling like a wolf, practically the entire time during the entire period, and nobody cut, and none of the other gym coaches or anybody of authority said anything about it. He kept howling. He kept going, woo, woo. He kept, all right, hang on. Oh, hang on. He kept going, woo-hoo! 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 Like practically the entire period, and nobody caught him. Nobody said anything to him. And one day I started joining along with him, him howling like a wolf along with him. We kept going, woo-hoo! Woo-hoo! And then one of the gym coaches like pulled both of us aside, and she was like, "I'm about to throw y'all in dog pound if y'all don't quit doing that." Man, I picked a bad time to howl along with them, going woo 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 woo. Also in the 6th grade. I was going to the bathroom. Me and this other kid were in the bathroom, and he used the urinal, the one directly beside me. At first I was in the urinal trying to use the bathroom. I saw a broken CD in there, inside the urinal. So I went to the urinal next to that, and kid walks in, goes in casually. Goes in casually. And he goes, and he sees the broken CD in there. He's like, "Oh, a CD's in here." It was a Everclear CD. He's like, Everclear. Dragon School. He's like, "Oh, a CD's in here." He goes like, Everclear. I'm going to pee on the CD. And he actually peed on the broken CD. Like, who in the right mind would leave a broken CD inside one of the urinals? These guys spear me up all the way. Whoa. I gotta get out, Oh, yeah, I gotta get out of here. No. No. Ah! Lion Tamer. Let's try Lion Tamer again. Come on. Ah, got him. Just barely got him. Keep going in the bathroom. It's like, also here. He's like, "Oh, a CD's in here." Everclear. I'm going to pee on the CD. And he did. It's so oddly satisfying. I guess I have to face everybody in my weight class. I guess I had to get everybody until I get to Billy Kidman. BK Billy Kidman. Like I said, I saw some N64 games when I first got this, but didn't know how to get the button coordination and the mapping down. Took me several tries, but I finally got it. Why can't the PlayStation games be like this when it comes to WCW games, you know? I'm going to also try the other WWF games on the N64. I'm going to try my luck on WWF WrestleMania 2000 and WWF WrestleMania No Mercy. As far as I'm told that it's one of the greatest WWE games in history. One of the greatest WWE games in history. Giant stroke that he did back then. Chris Jericho. He made the Cruiserweight title mean something, especially with that storyline with Dean Malenko. Like, Chris Jericho knew that he wasn't going to be moving up the card other than nothing more, nothing less than Nick Carter in WCW, which is why he jumped ship back in 1999. And would later go on to make one of the biggest debuts in WWE history. I think he's bleeding all over the place. He's bleeding all over the place. He's bleeding like a stuffed pig, by God. He's donned the proverbial crimson mask. Somebody stop the match. Enough's enough. The man has a family. That man has a family. Finisher per se. Who's next? Moving to Guerrera. Goes on Michael Jackson. Moving Stooge. I think that's what Disco Inferno called Moving to Guerrera. Moving Stooge. Yeah, like I said, Chris Jericho knew that he wasn't going to be moving. He wasn't going to give a big-time gigantic push because WCW is really fixated on the nWo, even though the nWo had run its course, was beginning to run its course and overstay its welcome. Winnipeg, you idiot. Go back to Toronto. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. Whoa, he reversed it. Mysterio. Or Ron Mysterio, as Chris Jericho would call him. Come on, Ron! Get the belt back to Daddy! Get the belt back to Daddy! Come on, baby! Looks like a Spider-Man looking gear. Talking about Rey Mysterio's gear. Like I said, this is new to me, but I'm surprised they added his Halloween Havoc 1997 gear. Talking about Rey Mysterio. Why did PlayStation have to pass this over? Start wigging them down some. I think there's some Parker left. Mr. has that never surrender kind of deal. On WWE programming. Jericho installed the proverbial crimson mask. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that Ric Flair's not in this game. I think it was on hiatus at the time. It's so oddly satisfying. I think this is it. Billy Kidman, Cruiserweight Championship. This is it. Billy Kidman. Mr. 7-Year Edge. Mr. Raven's Flock. Chris Jericho versus Billy Kidman for the Cruiserweight Championship. Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh.
7, 8,
8.
9, 10.
Whoa.
1,
Let's rush him to the head. This delayed suplex. Whoa. That's his strength. Thing is too close to the ropes. Nowhere to go. I think I got him now. Can I get him? Got him! I'm the new Cruiserweight champion. Yeah. Come on, baby. Oh, what a game this was. What a game. What a game. I'm so relieved. I need to brush up with my tag team skills because that's the next is the next round that we're going to be playing. That's the tag team match player. Boom. I guess I've unlocked. I'm unlocked Billy Kidman. First Jericho. yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. Cruiserweight champ. Alright, let's skip this. Alright, that's it. Alright, folks. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the tag team match play. I need to brush up on my tag team skills. In fact, I haven't played a tag team match at all. So I'm going to be playing some practice rounds before we roll cameras. Before showtime. That's how I'm doing it for me. We'll see what's left on TGIF. Or something like that. Whatever's left of it. Alright, folks. I shall see you on tomorrow. Until then, maybe say goodbye.